Hello, this is Chris, and welcome back to a brand new reaction video. Today, I'm giving my reaction to the Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales official trailer 3. This trailer actually went up last night, but I was doing a review for Logan at the time, so I didn't get time to get one out, but it is a trailer that I very much wanted to see. I've done a reaction to all of the previous trailers that have come out, and the Super Bowl TV spot kind of trailer thing that came out. You can find all the links to those in the description below. This is a movie that I still very much don't know how I feel about. None of the trailers have particularly shown any red flags or anything like that, and I've never turned my nose up to anything that's cropped up in the trailer. It's just one of those series that I think should have ended with At World's End, and it just stayed a trilogy. I've spoken about the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise in my previous reactions, but just to summarise, the first one, Curse of the Black Pearl, is by far my favourite. I think that still holds up. It's a great movie, great performance as well, and that's really what brought Johnny Depp back into the limelight. Dead Man's Chest was very overblown. It was very overly long, overly complicated, but I still liked it. It was very much that bridging movie though, to get us to the third one, and introduced a lot of elements that were going to be set up for the third one. In fact, I think that Dead Man's Chest and At World's End were filmed back to back, which was probably the best way to go about it. At World's End, I watched it the first time, I hated it, went to the cinema to see it a second time, and I loved it. It's my second favourite in the franchise behind Curse of the Black Pearl. I think it's a fantastic ending. The entire Maelstrom sequence is amazing. The score's one of my favourite Hans Zimmer scores. In fact, it might actually be my favourite score he's ever written. And it really did bookend that franchise. It went out with a huge action high, tied up all the loose ends. The final shot of Jack Sparrow in his little dinghy going on another adventure bookended beautifully with his first shot from the first movie where his little dinghy that he's in is sinking. I thought it was a great ending to the franchise. And then we got On Stranger Tides, which felt very much like a made-for-TV movie. I hated that movie. It felt tired. There wasn't any sense of awe. The action was very much scaled back. And I don't know what the budget was like for that one. I know it was considerably less than At World's End, because I think at the time that was the most expensive movie ever up until that point. So now we're at the fifth one with this, with Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales. And, you know, I'll go and see it, absolutely. But I'm very interested to see what this new trailer has to offer. Also, a big shout out to Captain Salazar, who commented on my last reaction on my Super Bowl TV spot. It was great chatting to you, Captain Salazar. So hopefully you come back to this one once you see my reaction for this. So we're going to watch the trailer together now. I'm going to talk much more about it afterwards. So we'll see what's new in this Pirates of the Caribbean trailer. So I'm going to click play now. Finally, we have naval battles in it again. They were not in the fourth one.
For generations, so I vowed to eliminate them all. And then there was this boy, Jack Sparrow.
Oh, I wonder if they've CGI'd him, CGI'd Johnny Depp to make him look younger.
He took everything from me.
Oh, this is interesting.
Rage.
Okay, this is a compelling villain. I like it. Javier Bardem looks entertaining.
The dead have taken command of the sea. They're searching for Pearl.
The music.
The girl.
Up is down from At World's End.
I have heard stories of a mighty Spanish captain who was hunted and killed thousands of men.
No, men, no. Pirates. Pirates.
I once knew a Spaniard named something in Spanish.
Oh,
He's coming for you, Jack.
Johnny Depp's a little tired in this one. I love the new theme.
Your crew. Your pants. Jack.
I'm so sorry, were you still talking?
There's nowhere to hide. Find Sparrow for me.
I really hope they don't kill off Barbossa in this. That's our discount Will Turner. Discount Elizabeth Swann. Oh, the Pirates of the Caribbean theme's so fucking good. The final adventure.
I'm not looking for trouble.
What a horrible way to live.
You will pay for what you did to me.
Got another type of Maelstrom going on. Oh, it's so good hearing that theme again.
Looking for Jack. I'm going
to swim for it.
Karina, stop that.
No, don't stop that.
This has gone far enough.
No, it has not.
I saw her ankles.
You'd have seen a lot more if you kept your cake hole shut.
Oh, well, I didn't realise it was going to be the last one. I thought they wanted to just carry on with these as long as they kept making money, but the final adventure, I know that hasn't stopped series before. You look at the Friday the 13th movie, you look at the Saw franchise, probably the Resident Evil one as well. They might do another one. But yeah, if it is the final one, you know, fair play to them for bringing that finality to it. I'm going to be honest, this is the best trailer I've seen for this one so far. Some people hate when I talk, when I do the reactions, by the way, but I don't know, I like commenting on stuff that I'm seeing as it's happening. But this one, no, I was completely enthralled with it. I like that we're finally getting some backstory with Captain Salazar, who, apologies Captain Salazar if you're watching this, I thought seemed like a very stock villain, very uninspired. We had, you know, there was cursed pirates in the first one with the skeleton crew. We had cursed fish pirates in the second and third one. We had cursed zombie pirates in the fourth one. And now we've got cursed ghost pirates in the fifth one. It's like, come on, let's do something new. Let's see something different. But in all honesty, like, Jack Sparrow, I'm going to say this is the worst thing in this trailer. The humour seems really off. It seems forced. And he's the one that seems the most tired, like he's absolutely phoning it in. The most interesting stuff in this trailer for me was seeing Javier Bardem and getting a little bit of his history. The fact that Jack Sparrow has wronged him, and we're going to see that with a flashback, is really interesting stuff, and I think that's going to bring a lot of gravity to the final fight when these two do square off with each other. And that's why Barbossa was the best villain. I do like Davy Jones, absolutely. But I thought Barbossa in the first movie was a great villain because you did have that protagonist-antagonist tie with each other to something from their past. You know, Barbossa marooned Jack Sparrow on an island with a single shot, left him for dead, and then Jack Sparrow, that was his movie. And that's a thing that I haven't liked about some of the other sequels, is that Jack Sparrow feels very much like a supporting character, like he's just thrown into this situation. He's almost like Mad Max, where it's not really... The first movie is about Mad Max, but Mad Max 2, Beyond Thunderdome and Fury Road, really he's a supporting character and he's just thrown into it. It's very similar with Jack Sparrow. He's never enthusiastic about the adventure that he's on, apart from the first one, because that was his quest, that was his story, that is something that he wanted to accomplish because he felt that he had been wronged by Barbossa. So if they bring in that dynamic with this between Captain Salazar and Jack Sparrow, I think that's going to be really interesting. Not much Barbossa in this one, and I really hope they don't kill him. The last trailer came out and it looked like that Captain Salazar is going around killing pirates and pirate lords, and Barbossa looked like a pirate lord, so I really hope they don't get rid of Jeffrey Rush in this. At least not in the first act anyway, because he's so likeable. I would say that Jack Sparrow, Barbossa and Mr. Gibbs are the backbone of this entire franchise now, and they were the only cast that returned for on Stranger Tides, as well as Keith Richards as well, but we don't really count him as a main one. But no, I'm loving what I'm seeing from this. I love Salazar's ship where it opens up like a gigantic rib cage. That was great. We've got skeleton sharks in there now. I think the only way you could top that would be skeleton sharks with laser beams attached to their head. I'm just loving it. It looks like it's bringing in that swashbuckling action. The budget looks like it's been ramped up. It looks exciting. There's more stuff going on visually. And I just hope it's another great addition to the franchise. I do still think it should have ended with the trilogy. But I've got high hopes for this one now based off this trailer. This trailer has really won me over. It was great hearing that remixed Pirates of the Caribbean theme. I know we won't get a version of like that in the final film. And actually Hans Zimmer's not doing the music to this one. I can't remember who's doing the score, but it's one of his proteges who probably has worked with him in the past. So, you know, they're going to bring those familiar themes in again, so it's not going to sound completely different from what we've heard before. And I realised in my reaction as well, I joked, I said, oh, there's discount Will Turner and discount Elizabeth Swann. I'm very much aware that that kid is Will Turner's son, so I know that it's necessary for him to look and act like him. Could have probably have done without the Elizabeth Swann knockoff in all honesty, but these films just want to keep giving us a love story though for some reason, like we have any interest when we really don't. Orlando Bloom and Keira Knightley's storyline in the first three was one of the most least compelling love stories I've ever seen in a film, and for some reason on Stranger Tides as well, they wanted to throw another love story in there with, I forgot his name, you had the cleric character that was discount Will Turner, number one, who fell in love with the mermaid Serena. It's pointless. I don't need that. I just want an awesome swashbuckling adventure, which luckily this movie looks like it has. Jack the Monkey returning as well, one of my favourite side characters from the first 3 movies. So that clearly means that they must get the Black Pearl out of the bottle. We see the bottle in this one, so it's nice that they are carrying on that from On Stranger Tides. That film never really delved into that aspect, though, that, you know, Blackbeard could somehow shrink ships down into a bottle and he had like a collection. It was almost like a General Grievous for pirate ships, like, your ship will make a fine addition to my collection, but they never really explained how he got them into bottles. I guess it was just through, you know, bullshit magic or something. But, you know, if they do get the pearl back in this one, which of course they will, just the fact that Jack the Monkey's out the bottle means that they do get the pearl back. But I wonder if they are going to need all the required ingredients and items that Mr. Gibbs said at the end of On Stranger Tides, which was probably my favourite bit of that movie. It sounds really arrogant for me to say that my favourite bit of that movie was like the last 2 minutes of the film, but the bit with Jack Sparrow and Gibbs on the beach where he says, we need a goat, someone who can play the trumpet, and someone who can do this. Something like that. I can't remember what he said, but that was my favourite bit of that film. I don't know whether we're going to see them get all those ingredients. That will be the first act of the movie. But no, I think it looks great. I realise I'm rambling at this point. To summarise my thoughts, I think it looks exciting. It looks like the Pirates of the Caribbean that I wish we'd have got with the 4th one, and maybe I wouldn't have this effect now where I feel that the franchise is very tired. And even though I do like this trailer, don't get me wrong, the franchise still should have ended with 3. This does feel tired, but it looks like there's more going on, more visually interesting, more action-packed, more of a compelling villain. Although Johnny Depp for me is the weakest part of it, and the humour there does feel very forced. It looks like his heart really isn't in it anymore, and that might be down to the fact that, you know, we have seen Johnny Depp do all these colourful clown characters, whether it be in a Tim Burton movie or something like Mordecai. We've seen it done to death now, so the Jack Sparrow formula isn't fresh or original like it was from that first movie way back when in 2003. But yeah, that'll do it for my reaction to Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Men Tell No Tales official trailer 3. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? Were there some things in the trailer that I forgot to mention? Do you have any other speculation of how you think the film's going to go? I know that the film's about trying to find the Trident of Poseidon. I didn't even talk about that. It looks like they steered away from that plot angle in this trailer. But yeah, anything you like, please do drop me a comment. And again, Captain Salazar, if you're out there, get commenting as well, because it was great talking to you last time, man. In terms of what's coming up on the channel, we just got done with our review for Logan, which you can find in our previous videos. It's literally the video we did right before this one. Next week, we'll be doing a review for Kong Skull Island. I also need to backdate a few reviews as well, one for Hidden Figures and one for The Great War, because I definitely do want to talk about that and get a review out for that. There'll be more trailer reactions from me as well, as and when trailers crop up, so please hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to keep updated with all of our content, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.